My blood pressure is always high. It's always a concern for me. But I have figured out a few ways that can help you lower your blood pressure. So stay tuned for this video. It's Justin Parks. Now watching. What you gotta do is get into it.
The number you have dialed. Please note, the new number is...
Welcome back to my channel. Okay, first off, doctors are extremely helpful in society. They're extremely beneficial to this society. But in my humble opinion, doctors are not there to keep you healthy per se. It's your personal job to keep your body healthy. Your body is given to you, so it's your job and your job only to keep yourself healthy. We were promised at least to live 70 plus years. There's no one individual that will share every single year of your life with you besides yourself. So it is your job to keep your body healthy. So I'm gonna show you how you can keep yourself healthy, starting with your blood pressure. I'm gonna show you how to read a blood pressure reader. If you follow me on Facebook or Snapchat, you would have seen that I posted this on my stories a few days ago. And this is exceptional blood pressure, okay? The top number is the systolic reading, which is 109, and the bottom number is 72. That's the diastolic reading. The lower these numbers are, the better it is. There are studies showing that your blood pressure should be low, because as you age, your blood pressure gets higher. You want these numbers low as possible. My blood pressure reads a lot higher than this. Okay, this is another good reading. By the way, average blood pressure reading, they want you around 120 over 80. So if your numbers are higher than 120 over 80, you have high blood pressure, or this is pre-hypertension right here. I'm going to show you a real high blood pressure. This is high blood pressure. 162 over 88. You see both of the numbers are over recommended levels. The top number, which is the systolic reading, is 162 and the bottom number is 88, and that's over the recommended level. This is hypertension. This is a high blood pressure reading. Now my blood pressure gets extremely high. As you can see right here, this is past hypertension. This is dangerous. This is around stroke level. So I have to find ways to get my blood pressure low. It's very easy to track your blood pressure. I got a home kit at home. It's called a blood pressure monitor. I do daily readings and I chart my readings in my iPhone, and I keep track of my weight and my reading. I'm gonna show you that in my phone, but you put this cuff on your arm and you hit a button and it basically takes your blood pressure reading. And that's how I measure my blood pressure. Now checking your blood pressure is extremely easy. All you got to do is put the blood pressure cuff monitor on and hit a button and it reads your blood pressure. I take my blood pressure always sitting down. You don't want to be standing. You want your blood pressure normal. You don't want to take your blood pressure after you get through walking or running or any physical activity. You want to have a nice accurate reading. And get in the habit of doing it every day so you can measure, so you can take note. We're going to talk about your diet later. You want to have everything consistent so you can notice changes in your blood pressure. You want to measure your blood pressure with your arm at heart level. And you want this tube running down your arm, okay? And then you relax and you just push a button and it takes your blood pressure. Okay, this is pre-hypertension, but it's fairly low. Okay, my top number is lower than it usually is, and my bottom number is right around average, 6 points over average, so not too bad, but it's still higher than it should be. Now, I believe you should be proactive instead of reactive. You know, it's your job to make sure your health is A1. It's not anybody else's job to make sure your health is okay. It is totally up to you. Now, I got 3 ways that can help you lower your blood pressure naturally without medicine, without seeing any doctors whatsoever. All it takes is effort from you. And let's think about this scientifically or from a personal trainer's perspective. Okay, fat cells need to be maintained. They need to be nourished. Okay, when you have to maintain fat cells by keep feeding. They require energy from the body. Okay, so when you're overweight, you have to maintain that. They need help too. They need nourishment and nutrition. So knowing that, the blood from the body has to go to fat cells too. So that's more work for your heart. That's more work for your liver and kidneys, because blood has to get pumped through fat cells in order to work. So when you exercise, you're encouraging the body to lose fat, to lose weight. And when you lose weight, when you lose fat, that fat doesn't need blood and oxygen and nutrition anymore, causing your blood pressure to drop. So whenever fat leaves, your body doesn't have to nourish and satisfy those that requirement put on by fat. So that's why exercise is so crucial. That's why staying fit is crucial. That's why staying lean is crucial, because you don't have to maintain, your body doesn't have to maintain fat cells because the fat is gone. So exercise, that's a benefit for exercise. So exercise and you'll be healthy. Walking the last couple of days, ever since we've been on quarantine, I found walking to be my go-to exercise. And lo and behold, my blood pressure, when I came back home after I came from a walk, my blood pressure was the lowest I've ever seen it. I would believe, I like to conclude that walking has helped with my blood pressure. Of course, I gotta have do a lot more studying to prove this, but I've never seen my blood pressure any lower than this. Now, this is lower blood pressure than the average person. You know, my blood pressure was great. Okay, 109 over 72 is nothing to sneeze about. So that was excellent blood pressure. That coupled with drinking water, that coupled with good clean diet, that coupled with sleep and staying out of stressful situation, I believe caused my blood pressure to drop like that. Now it's my job to maintain that blood pressure so I won't have any more health issues. But I think walking played a big portion of the reason why my blood pressure is so low. That walking really helps to drop the blood pressure, if not stabilize it. I think walking really does the trick for me. So you should try it too. By far, this is without question the leading culprit to hypertension or high blood pressure. You need to reduce your sodium intake. Now, sodium is a necessary electrolyte for a life, to sustain human life. But you need to reduce your sodium intake. And I don't mean just salt. I don't mean just table salt. You need to watch your fast food that you eat. You know, the Burger King, the McDonald's, the junk. All of that stuff adds up through the course of your day. Sodium is a silent killer by itself. So you need to watch your sodium intake. You can measure your sodium intake. On nutrition labels, foods often have the amounts of sodium you take in. So if your blood pressure is high, you need to start monitoring how much sodium you can take in a day. Now, I have a chronic kidney disease, a chronic kidney issue. So my sodium tolerance level is probably lower than yours. I can't have that much sodium because I have lupus to worry about. But it can contribute to bad health for you if you're not watching your sodium intake. So you should practice watching your sodium intake without question. It's not good for you, especially if you're not an athlete. You shouldn't be taking in huge amounts of salt. But these foods, this takeout foods, like from restaurant, from from a candy store have super amounts, super levels of sodium, and that's bad for your health. So you have to practice. You have to be your own doctor, essentially. You have to take care of yourself. So protect your body. It's the only thing that you get. So that's why I practice taking care of mine every day. Okay, so there's always something you can do. Practice on taking smaller amounts of sodium, and you should see improvements in your blood pressure. Another way you can lower your blood pressure is by drinking water. Water is so crucial. It's so essential for human life. And if you don't like water, you should figure out why you don't like water. Over the years, over your life, you have trained yourself to not drink water by drinking pop, by drinking juice. You have made yourself used to these man-made products. You have conditioned yourself to not like water. Water should be liked by you. You should enjoy drinking water because it sustains human life. It is essential for life. You can't live without drinking water. So you should learn to enjoy water. Drinking water affects your body in two ways. First, when you don't drink enough water, your body attempts to secure its fluid supply by retaining sodium. Sodium is your body's water insurance mechanism. And secondly, dehydration forces your body to gradually and systemically close down some of the capillary beds. When some capillary beds shut down, it puts more pressure in the pipes, your capillaries and arteries, elevating your blood pressure. And lastly, don't give up on your health. Don't take no for an answer. Don't take the doctor's words as your end all be all. You are the say so to your health. Okay, you have to make your health do what you want it to do. I believe I have to will myself to better health. And this is how I do it. I check my blood pressure, I check my diet, and I drink water. I'm positive. All of these contribute to making my blood pressure normal. You have to be the person in control of your health. Ultimately, it is up to you that you live to your longest ability, really. So it's all up to you. Generally speaking, your health is your choice. If you want a blood pressure monitor, I have links in my description box below. You can grab you a blood pressure monitor and start checking your blood pressure and checking on your health. And that's all I got for you in this video. Don't be afraid to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new, I drop videos like this all the time. Health, fitness, and self-development. I hope this video provided value to you. I hope you learned something. I hope you found this video educational and informal. Stay healthy, stay well, improve yourself, get better. I'll see you next time. You can support the channel right here. Subscribe and watch some of my fitness videos.